Alright, in this video we are taking a look at the N5 Air from Minisforum. So this comes with no RAM, no NVMe drive, and I did install some RAM and I did install an NVMe drive. But in this video we're going to do a full teardown and take a look at it. Probably the coolest thing about this is the motherboard tray has a slide out functionality, which does make it pretty easy to swap things. But let's start by, there's a magnetic panel here, and I tested all the drives loaded. There's no difference in temperatures, whether you have this on or not. So if you like the look, you can keep it on. You don't have to worry about the temperatures. But let's start pulling out a few of these discs here, because the first thing that's probably a negative about this is these trays. First off, they're kind of like an interference fit. So you really have to just kind of like pull them up, and you can hear that snap, and then they slide up here. And you can see probably there's just a little hook there. I think over time that could break, but yeah, you just push them down and they kind of like click in. So not a huge fan of that. And then the second thing, whoever designed this just must love painful things. There's a little pull here, and yes, this is toolless, which is nice. Unless you're gonna do 2.5-inch drives, you would put screws here, but for a 3.5-inch drive it's toolless. But you have to pull, and you have to really like pull so hard that I've actually just been using my screwdriver, and even that is kind of hard to do. So if you get like a flathead screwdriver, I recommend that. But these do pull out, and again, it's like interference fit stuff where I feel like for something that has a really cool tray design, which I'm going to show in a minute here, having these drives, these trays just be kind of like chintzy is not great. But you know, drive comes out, and it's got some little rubber pads here, which is good for vibrations. And overall, like, other than the interference fit style stuff, it works pretty well. So we'll pull that one out here, and actually let me just pull the rest of them out. I'm not going to tear them down. All right, you can see the back plane back there, and then this is where the tray will slide out. So there's 2 screws on the bottom here. Just undo those screws. And that is all you need to do. And you can flip it over like this, and you just pull this tray out. Now this is a pretty cool design. You still have to use a screwdriver if you want to replace the NVMe drives, and then the RAM. And you can see I have the PCIe X16 slot filled with this card. I didn't actually use it. I just put it in here to test the fitment. This is a passively cooled card, so I would need like a fan blowing air over it. So I didn't actually test this, but the AMD CPU is really good if you're going to run like Jellyfin or something like that. You don't need another GPU. You can use this for something else. Then the RAM sits under this little cooler. There's 3 screws here. So we're going to start disassembling this, and we will go on the bottom side here just to start. I want to make a few notes. So this is a fan that sits over, and makes it a little tight for the NVMe drives. I did get a NVMe with a heatsink to fit. So let me just pull this back, and you can see here's the 64 gigabyte. This is a like Gen 2, it negotiates a Gen 2 X1. It's basically an eMMC drive that fits in a M2 slot. It's only good for your OS. You don't want to do anything else but install the operating system. 64 gigabytes. These 2 are a little bit faster. One is, I think both are Gen 4. I think one's supposed to be X1, one is X2, but check the written guide. There's a little bit more detail on these. I swapped these around because this drive is a Gen 4, this is a Gen 3, and this first slot is actually negotiating at X4. And the manual says it only does X2, so I'm not too sure about that. Maybe if you use Oculink, or maybe if you Maybe there's some lane splitting there where in some cases it's only X2, not sure, but I did fit this pretty beefy cooler in this one here. So heat sinks on your NVMe's should fit if they're not super huge. This is the Be Quiet MC1 heatsink. I'll link it in the description of the video. It does fit under this little fan here. And luckily, the fan design is kind of recessed, so it does kind of press against this, but it's not enough where it really matters. You can tell it's a tight fit. But let's pull these out because this system is basically done testing. So let's just get this back on here. And it will basically come, this is the N5 Air, so it comes bare bones, and there's only that 64 gigabyte boot drive in there. So you can get started. You could run an operating, like if you want to just install, use this as a NAS, it's totally fine because you have the hard drives that do everything else pretty much. But if you want to do something like Proxmox or something like that on this, you're probably going to want to have additional NVMe drives to install your containers and your VMs. Okay, so on the back side here, we have that full length PCIe slot, and this card fits pretty good. There's a little screw over here just to put it in place. And it was a little hard getting it in here. There's some pads that sit on the bottom, but it does fit. It wouldn't go much bigger than something like this Tesla P4. Got this off eBay, but you don't really need a GPU because the AMD CPU does a pretty good job. You have some cool standoffs here so that it doesn't rest on the board. And then the RAM is underneath here, but to get to that, and actually let me put this, you get this little blank slot by default. So let's go ahead and, all right, that slot is blanked out again. And typically this actually goes through. So if you do have HDMI ports or anything from that half size slot, you would have access to them. Now let's do this. There's 3 screws right here. It's very simple. You just pull these off, pull this off. And then if you just gently pull forward, you have just enough slack to kind of move this out of the way. There's the CPU, and then these you can just, they're kind of like that press fit. So if you just expand, they pop up. This one's a little bit difficult to get into, so just be a little careful when you're installing that one. You got to kind of go under this lip and then around. So for the benchmarks, we did 64 gigabytes of, what is this? I think, 4800. So I think this goes up to 5600. It's in the guide. We'll just drop this back down onto it. All right, perfect. I will say this is a very smart design. It is plastic. When I say plastic, I mean the outer shell is plastic, which is a little different than like the Ugreen 6800 Pro that I recently reviewed. That was like a full metal case, and I could tell that I could hear the drives a little bit more in this one than in the metal one. So if you want quiet, I think the metal is a little bit nicer. There is also one interesting quirk. It's on the other side. There is a USB port on the inside here. Not 100% sure the purpose. I'm sure there is one. And then I don't know if we went over it, but you got the Oculink port. You've got a USB-C, HDMI, USB 2, a 10 gig and a 5 gig. And then a USB, and then it's power. You get a power brick with this one, which is kind of a bummer. With the Ugreen, they have an internal power supply, so it's not needed. And then of course you have the 2 USB slots up front, and then a bunch of lights denoting the different drives, and then the LAN as well as power. Okay, so we'll set this aside. And now we have just the shell here. And you can see the back plane, and then there's a little slot where it slots into the back plane, which is pretty cool. That's how that little motherboard tray works. On the back here, we've got, if we get our little pick, we can get these rubber boots off. I don't really know, other than if you want to actually replace these fans, there's really no need to pull this off, which is kind of cool. Okay, we got those off. We'll get these screws. I wouldn't say the build quality is bad. I think it's just well built with plastic. So it doesn't have the quality feeling that the U-Green does, but honestly, this is really thick plastic. This is a nice, like, well cut out port section. The fans are nice and they're easily replaced. Although, you know what I've noticed is there's missing screws in this, which is interesting. Like, there's 4 screws here. I'm not sure if you could see, but one of them was just missing from the factory. And then for the fans, they only do 3, and I'm sure there's some like limitation here where they only do 3. But again, you only need to really remove this if you're going to be swapping out the fans. And honestly, where do these things even plug in? These might be a total pain. You probably have to pull the back plane out, or maybe you can get access once you... Oh no, it's not bad. But these do look like proprietary fan ports. So, you know what? Let's pull one out. I'm curious. Oh, I'm missing it entirely. Let's see what those fan ports look like, because they did not look like standard 3-pin or 4-pin. And it might be a standard cable, but maybe not just like the standard one you would typically see on a computer. So let's check it out. Yeah, so these are 4-pin, but they are very small little connectors here. So just an FYI, if you are looking to replace these, they are 12 volt, 0.55 amp. So yeah, just keep that in mind. You'll need very specific. Now let me make sure I can get this back in. All right. Well, good. I'm glad we checked that out. They are easy to remove, which is nice. It's just gotta make sure you have the right fan connector. And to be fair, these work really well. Unless you're looking to maybe like, I didn't really hear the fans. Honestly, the hard drives are way louder than anything else, but all right, let's just get this assembled, and that's it. So I'm just gonna assemble this and we'll wrap it up. All right, there we go. So I will say the standout feature is the slide out motherboard. Very cool. The worst thing is probably these trays. Like, I would spend a little bit more on better trays, but you know, I'm sure decisions were made and that was what they decided on. A little bit of a shame. But anyways, thanks for watching.